Hey guys, Linkums here, and I have something to talk to you about. It's game reviews. It seems like some of you people don't trust game reviews anymore. What's the deal? I mean, I don't actually read that many professional game reviews myself, to be honest, but that's just because I don't buy games when they first come out anymore. Why buy one game when you can buy 10 games for the same price? But it's like, people don't trust them for some reason. They're like, oh, this person's biased against whatever kind of game, or this person just doesn't like Nintendo, or I can't believe they only gave this game a 7, or this game doesn't deserve a 10, what are they thinking? Well, it could be the problem is, you. So, here's the thing with reviews. Usually it's a game critic that's writing the review, and they ought to know what good game design is, and so they can write the review based on, is it good game design, what are the technical flaws, what are the technical good things, where does it have room for improvement, and all that sort of thing. It's like a movie critic. So ideally, if it's a good game reviewer, they're not going to be putting too much of their own opinions in the review. I mean, of course you want to know some of what they think about it, but they're also just going to be telling you what the game is like, how does it work, what kind of things might somebody be annoyed with, what kind of things might somebody like, and then it's really up to you to actually read the review and decide, are those things that you personally care about? For example, say you like Final Fantasy games, alright? You really liked Final Fantasy VII, and then, oh, I don't know, Final Fantasy XII comes out and has a different kind of battle system. Now, you like Final Fantasy games, and you might say, hey, I'm not even trusting these reviews. They said that this thing was different, they didn't like it. Well, you know what? I like Final Fantasy, and I'm gonna love it. I don't even need to read the review. I'm just gonna buy the game when it comes out. And, you know, more power to you. But just buying games when they come out without reading reviews is just about as bad as reserving games, and I think we're finally starting to realize how bad that is. So in the Final Fantasy example, you could have a different battle system, and the battle system might not technically be bad or good, it's just different. And so the review would tell you how the battle system works, and you would read the review yourself. That means not just read the number score, you would read the review to learn how the battle system works, and make your own decision of, is that something that I would enjoy? Does that sound like the kind of battle system I would like, or not? So even if you do think the reviewer is biased in some way, which they may be, but I doubt it, because anybody over the age of whatever your age is doesn't really care about console wars anymore. They just like video games for the fun of video games. But even if they are biased, you can read their review to learn what the game is like and make your own decisions about whether you care about those flaws or not, whether you like that genre or not. Way too often, people these days just say, oh, well, I'm sure I'm gonna like this game, and this reviewer doesn't know what they're talking about, so I'm just gonna get it anyway. Or, oh, I don't like how they rated this, so I'm gonna go find a review that gives it a score that I like, and then I'm gonna agree with that. Which really isn't any different from my grandma finding political stories to post on Facebook. You don't want to be my grandma. The biggest issue, though, is that so many gamers these days don't even read the reviews. All they see is the review score, or they just check the summary at the end, and that's all they see. And they act like they read the reviews, but really all they saw was the review score, and that's all they really care about. But that's missing the entire point of reviews. The review score is a critic score. It's how good the game technically is, how well designed the game technically is, not how much fun you're going to have with the game, not even how much fun the reviewer had with the game. For example, if I reviewed a Fire Emblem game, I might give it a rather high score. But actually, personally, I don't even enjoy turn-based strategy games. So, even though I would rate it maybe a 9 out of 10, I wouldn't enjoy it a 9 out of 10, I'd maybe enjoy it like 6 out of 10. But I'd still give it a 9. And that review score is going to also come down to what kind of reviewer is reviewing the game. So if you just read random user reviews, they might not be game critics. They don't know what good game design is, they're just going to write how much they liked it. An actual good game reviewer is going to write it from a critic's perspective and tell you how good the game technically is, what are its technical flaws, what are its technical strengths, and what is the game actually like. Too much water, 7.8. So as a reviewer myself, I get to the situation where, do I even want to put a review score because so many gamers misunderstand what a review score even means? Do I trust my readers to be smart? Or do I just leave the game review score out and expect them to read? Well, so to summarize, here's how to use a review. You gotta read the review. Read the review to find out what the game is like. Decide, is this a game that sounds like something I would enjoy? And then make your decisions based on that. The review score doesn't really make too much difference one way or the other as far as how much you're going to enjoy it. It's a critic score, not an enjoyment score. At least ideally. So keep that in mind next time you're looking for a new game, or next time you're browsing the GameFAQs message boards and see some idiots. Just show them this video. Show them how they're wrong about how to use game reviews. You gotta read. Okay? Thanks.